Well, here we are on Sunday morning. What is it? The 29th of December 2024. And Dottie got in a little trouble this morning. Dottie, oh, she kind of was pretty rough with George, and I wasn't too happy about that. But here's little buddy and Bob. There's little buddy. Morning.
Well, one of us is about done. That's this friggin' bug, whatever it is.
Well, I heard Eric, Nomadic Fanatic, has been really sick.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping I don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. There's nothing
So
about
how many days did you have it? You're on camera, by the way.
That's fine. I had it. When did I go in? The 23rd. Well, it's hard to know because my ear infection thing started way back in St. George,
Right.
and then it's been going ever since then, getting worse. And then the worst of it has been the last, like yesterday, I was pretty good, but not quite. But
Uh-huh.
today I'm real good, and so I'm gonna say it was 4 or 5 days, like everybody's saying.
Like fever, high fever, and
Well, a little bit of fever, 101, well, 100.1, so just 100 degrees fever, and achy and lethargic and no energy. I told Kathleen I felt like a 90-pound weakling, and then the coughing starts, and that's the worst.
it, to me that sounds like when the one time I had COVID, that was the exact
Oh,
description of
yeah.
COVID that I had.
I had I had it super easy with COVID. I didn't get it till later on. I had gotten all the shots and boosters, and later on I got it. I tested positive for it, I should say, but it didn't affect me at all. I just had to stay away from people
You know,
for a
I've
minute.
I've had all the shots, all the vaccines, all the boosters. And last November, not this last, but a year ago, I got it, and it exhausted me for a full week.
Oh, geez. Yeah. And one thing that maybe you got it too, but one thing that may have made a difference is when I went to my doctor, by then they had a 5 pill regimen that you took for 5 days.
I didn't have insurance.
Oh,
So it would have
yeah.
been $1,000
Oh,
out of pocket for that medication.
wow.
So
That's sad.
not true anymore. It won't in about 30 days. That'll no longer be true in 30 days.
Yeah,
Well, 31 or 32 days,
right.
I will be on Medicare.
Yeah, which will make a big difference. At least it did for me. My Pacific Source Medicare Advantage plan seems to be. It's amazing in my perspective because it's not until this year, starting in January, that I have to pay anything for it, and it's $10 a month. But like when I got the medicine for these last eardrops, this is the first time that anything has been that expensive for,
Yeah, you said it was a couple $100
yeah, a
for,
couple
was it
$100
Cipro?
copay for that drug.
Was it Cipro?
I don't remember. I don't pay attention to drugs much, like I probably should. Um, I could find out for you.
Oh, no, that's not necessary.
But my share was $212, and I know that
For the separate drug plans,
yes,
um, and I'm not talking
the Medicare.
Advantage with the drug plans included. There are separate. I have like a standalone drug plan
Oh yeah.
that you have to get when you get a supplement.
Oh sure.
But on the Medicare website, there's a tool where you can put in each medication you take and the dosage,
Uh-huh.
and then it costs out every single insurance company on what it'll cost you.
Oh wow.
Very useful.
Yeah. Yeah. The more information you get, the better. That's for darn sure. Yeah, Kathleen had a horrible night last night with the coughing. Holy shit.
She had what last
A
night?
horrible night with the
Oh, with the
coughing.
coughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw her. Talked to her for a few minutes outside, and she wasn't feeling very good.
No. Not at all. If you need to do this alone, I'm okay with that. I just thought since we came out at the same time, I'd try.
Oh well, it makes for a good video.
Okay, good.
I won't have to work hard to do a video for the day.
Good.
Some of my best videos are just talking with people.
Yeah. By the way, did Kathleen tell you we ran into the Alex that you saw on the road?
Yeah, she told me. Yeah,
Super nice.
they recognized you guys from my video.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that's how we found it. They said you guys were on his video. I was too. Yeah. He must be over here somewhere from where he.
Yeah, I ran into him over near the dump station, I think. Where are you going, little buddy?
I don't know if he's ever too sure where he's going.
Dottie stopped by her usual rock, that rock back there every single time.
Yeah. Oh, there's another rock to put that.
Check out the rock, Dottie. And pee on it. She's a little reticent because she got yelled at by me pretty good, and that's very rare. She was on the bed, and the cat jumped up, and she went just aggressively after my cat, and I was not happy.
No. Well, the good news about this illness is it's got me on my way to losing weight.
Oh, it's no appetite?
Well, yeah, less appetite. A lot less appetite. I wouldn't go all the way to no appetite, but it's just easier when you're not doing anything. Your body doesn't say, "Oh, you're busy, you better eat." But I don't have a scale, so I don't know how much each weight I'm losing yet. I'll find out on Monday when I go back there, just there to have a look at my ear and see if it's healed or as they wanted me to follow up with an ENT, but none of them would answer the phone. And the hospital doesn't make the appointment.
Right.
The independent outfit, which is truly a pain in the ass.
But you were pretty pleased with that urgent care up in Parker, right?
Yeah.
And it's attached to the hospital?
It's a group of 3 urgent cares. The one here, the one in Parker, and there's the other one in Blythe.
Is there one here in Quartzsite?
There is, but it's got real limited hours.
Oh, okay.
We were too late to go to it the day that I needed to go, so.
What are the hours in Parker? Do you remember?
I know they're 5 days a week, but I don't know. I'm gonna guess they're 8 till 6.
And I'm getting yes, the 24-hour option would be the hospital up there.
Yeah.
The emergency room.
Emergency room, right? Yeah.
Well, I couldn't get a nosebleed to stop in New Mexico 2 summers ago, and it ended up costing, Afrin will stop. I didn't have any.
Oh, you didn't have any?
And where I was in Elephant Butte,
good luck.
It was an hour and a half drive to get to a place where I could buy it, and the ER was 5 minutes away.
Right.
I'm like, how much could they possibly charge me for some Afrin? $1,300.
Yeah, exactly.
$1,350.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it was in. And I said, can I at least take the bottle with me? And they said, yeah, you can keep the bottle. I said, thanks. It's the most expensive bottle of nose spray I've ever bought in my life.
Yeah.
And that was when no insurance.
Yep.
Well, I shouldn't say no insurance. I had a Affordable Care Act with a $9,000 deductible, which I never had any prayer of meeting.
Right. I didn't have health insurance for a good portion of my life because I never got sick. Never needed it and just didn't have access to it in the world. you're just power tool, and as soon as you die, they get another power tool.
Yeah, I've maybe done overkill.
What's that?
I've maybe done overkill on my Medicare,
Oh,
getting the Plan G, the Cadillac plan, and like a Cadillac plan for Part D. I mean, all said and done, I'm paying about $450 a month.
yeah.
But
Getting what they hold out. Well, you don't take Social Security yet,
yeah, I
right?
do.
Oh,
Sure,
you
I
do.
do.
So
Yeah,
part of that comes out of there, right?
yeah, like 180 of it comes out of there, but all added together, it's about
Okay.
450.
Gotcha. Well, we'll see what that looks like after a year or two. That's nice. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Like some kind of
like
fuel.
barbecue rub or something. Oh, that's potent. I don't know. Boy, it was sure hazy yesterday. A lot
Yeah,
better today.
and the haziness limits the solar production a little bit.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we don't get too much out of it. I can't tell how much we're getting out of the one on the roof, but it's laying flat, so I can't imagine it's a lot with the
Yeah, it's not. I have 540 flat on my roof.
yeah.
Some of which is almost always shaded by something on the roof, so it's
Sure.
very minimal.
Yep.
Great in the summer.
Yeah. Well, and also it's not coming through more atmosphere too. That's what you call when it's low on the
Yeah.
horizon. The whole new direction. They usually go perpendicular, sort of would go over to the wash behind you and over to the wash on the other side. Well, one thing is clear that is definitely when it's actually best interest to have a way to haul water and sewer instead of their RV.
Oh, definitely.
God damn, that is frequent. Like with Kathleen being sick and everything, and the too, for that matter, it's going to be less than a week and you just go back.
Me by myself, I can go almost 3 weeks.
I bet, yeah. Yep. Which is way better. Way better.
Look at these guys have a lot of rooftop solar, and they have them on so they can angle them all.
Yeah.
That must do pretty well.
Yep.
They're recent arrivals.
Are they?
I think so.
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody come close to us yet. Anyway, I don't know if there's a lot of area out there.
Oh, even during peak, you can go way back there
Yeah.
and be totally by yourself.
Yep. Oh, and this is more filled in. Hope everything was there. Well, we see it there. Yeah, it's interesting. I love how people like to pretend they own this. Put up rocks.
Yeah, I mentioned that a lot. You see areas that are rocked off, and you think, well, that must belong to somebody. And the answer is, no, it does not.
No, it's not.
If you like the way it looks, take it.
Yeah. Yeah, on this side. There, on this side. Come on.
Little buddy.
I'm not out untangling ropes for you.
ALB. Yeah, Dottie, that's a telephone pole.
Yeah. I've been surprised how little wind there has been.
Yeah, I do my weather report every day with my
Yeah.
comment videos. And I always, first the wind forecast
Yeah.
for the next 10 days.
Oh,
The next 10 days, it's averaging 3 to 5.
wow.
And I always call out anything double digits, and there's nothing in the next 10 days double digits.
Yeah. I've always liked the idea of a wind turbine, a small one, to have with RV, but I could say that means 10 days of no generation.
Right. And when it is generating, it's surprisingly small.
Yeah.
It's just not really worth it.
Yeah.
And that is the reason why you don't see them out here.
Yeah. Yeah. Or anywhere.
And when you see them generating power, it's the big ones with ginormous fan blades.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to get the proportional amount of electricity, you would have to have some gigantic thing by your rig that you wouldn't have room to take.
To take with it, yeah.
Because I wondered the same thing. Because even at night, it'd be generating electricity,
Right.
but it's just not. The efficiency is not there.
Yep.
It's a coyote.
Yeah.
That's the coyote.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
I don't even have my hearing aids in yet.
Well, I guess the dogs are deciding which way we're going to go.
That's typically the case for me. Unless I'm in a particular mood that day where I'm not doing the left and right.
You ready to go home? Dottie. Come on. Come on. So this guy in that tent has a neat little campsite there.
This
Look at
guy
that.
what?
The tent there has a pretty cool little campsite.
Yeah.
It's surrounded by trees and a
Yeah.
couple of saguaro cactus, and
Yep.
kind of neat.
Yeah.
Got this tent there. But if you put your mind to it, you can make a tent pretty comfortable.
Yeah, that's true. I was just shook my head at the guy in Colorado that liked to stay there in the winter. Had a big old hunting tent, and so it's like the middle of the winter. You got absolutely nothing you can do except sit in the tent. Each his own.
Yeah. Dottie, come on. Doing the same thing. Come on, Dottie. So was last year your first year out here?
It was, yeah. And I was only here for the RTR.
Oh, okay.
Then we went back to Billings, and then shortly after that down to Florida. It's like I'm not spending the winter in Florida in Billings. Believe that. Yeah, I've never had much interest in winter sports. Back in the day when I was younger, snowmobiles were still in the infancy, and they just felt like they always wanted to tip over. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't need one of those.
Well, my life experience with snow skiing is falling down a mountain with accoutrements. Is
Yeah.
my definition of it.
Yeah.
I never could really
Cool.
become a proficient skier.
Storm dog was simply study a site for what seems like minutes before he decides what he's going to do about it. Apparently, his brain, there's a lot more information than he's popping on the
So what's your job at the RTR going to be this year?
set up and take down, and then loader throughout the rest of it. So I start on the 5th, on next Sunday, week from today. Now I got 3 days to set up, and then I go away for however long the women's RTR is, and when we come back, we got a call. But incidentally, we got a call about our glasses, and they're probably not going to be done until after the RTR starts.
Oh, wow.
They said it would probably be slow over Christmas.
They must have to send it to some pretty far away lab.
Yeah, Phoenix,
Phoenix?
of all places.
Huh.
That would make sense. It's like, well, if you have to use American priced stuff, how do you do it so cheap? So I'm not sure what that's about.
That is an interesting thing. And these are trifocals, right?
2 pair of trifocals, yeah.
So bifocals They do right there in an hour or two in Algodones. Trifocals, they're interestingly sending it to Phoenix, and it's taken a while. Huh.
Yeah. Well, and Kathleen got 2 pair, and she has one of them, but I don't know why she doesn't have the other one. I can't remember about the other one. Okay,
I'm assuming Eric's not getting much done on his bus these days over there, being that
Yeah.
thick. You look terrible on
Sure had a lot of negative comments on the one where he was talking about painting the window. One where he did the clickbait thing if she left.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of knew that was tongue in cheek.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the painting the windows, he saw that coming. He said, people are going to be upset by this, but this is the way I do it. All more power to him.
Yeah, I bet.
And he's right. From the outside, you can't tell.
That's true. But people have commented that I hear that black paint again. Okay. It's going to make the rubber wheels go bad because it'll just make that much hotter. It's actually, you maybe know this already, but I was working in Oklahoma. I rented a black Jeep every day, and the air conditioner wouldn't even keep up. Kind of black. One of those sunglass roofs. Those have no insulation in them at all. My foot was dry. You know, got out my thermometer and it shot. I knew it was 100 degrees out. I shot a highway sign. So it's basically 100 degrees. Shot not at the window, but the side of the Jeep. It's 160.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really nice view. But I mean, if it was me, I'd have changed it out. It all looks the same then too. Whatever. We'll see.
Oh, we're getting a little close to. We're getting a little close to this guy.
Yeah, I think we kind of have to. I know white looks really well.
But it would look like you painted it white.
The outside. Well,
the outside, it looks like you
the
painted
outside
it
of the
white.
window. Yeah.
And here, it doesn't look like you've done anything. It just looks like regular.
Yep.
And depending on the kind of paint he used and everything, I don't know. Well, time will tell.
Still don't get available.
But he does have insulation, a lot of insulation on the inside of those windows.
Yeah, you're calling now.
And he tries to be really clear. He says these videos are about how I'm doing this. I'm not telling you how you should do this.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
I'm
which is
kind of the
good.
same way. I'll show people what I do and the decisions I make, but I'm not preaching it to.
Yeah.
But people will respond to this. That's what I'm trying to do, and they desperately want to correct me.
Yep.
The big one that I get all the time is on my ventless propane heater is that it's
Yeah.
going to kill me with carbon monoxide.
Yeah.
And, in the video, I showed the two
Yep.
carbon monoxide detectors
I
that I
actually
have.
just watched that one last night.
And they say you're going to ruin with the moisture, it's going to ruin and put black mold and stuff in it's just not true in this
Not in the
environment.
desert. Yeah, not in the desert. Well, part of that's probably because everybody had the big scare about gas ranges recently. Last year, the year before, we were pushed to get rid of gas ranges in houses. And it was not necessarily carbon monoxide, just the exhaust products of the get. But I had never thought of cooking on gas as the way to go as far as I'm concerned, because it was so good.
It works great. And if you have adequate protections,
Yeah.
then there's really no danger.
Right.
I know when I was in Virginia, even the onboard propane heaters have ventilation.
Yep.
But still, I would wake up in Virginia in the winter with water pouring down the inside of my window.
Really?
Sure.
Oh, well, that's just from human breathing, yeah.
And the water is a byproduct of propane.
It is.
And
That has a heat exchanger. Unless there's a hole in it, it shouldn't put any of that on the inside.
it does. It does in a higher humidity environment. It does, and the atmosphere can't contain it all. So I would have to open windows and ventilate every morning, to get the moisture out of there. But that is not the case here.
Huh.
I have an indoor and outdoor humidity reading, and typically there'll be 10% indoors. And I've been running my ventless heater all night, it'll be 13% indoors.
Yeah.
So that's plenty. The atmosphere is so dry, it's able to absorb that byproduct easily.
Yeah. Weather is
Well, tell Kathleen she needs to toughen up and get better and get cured. And I'm sure she'll appreciate that.
right. I figured 2 more days she'll be about where I am now. It didn't start till after me. So.
All righty. We'll see you later.
Yeah, take care.
Come on, Dottie. You want your breakfast? Yeah, pretty long walk today, didn't we, Dot? Go on. Good girl. Yeah, it's a good girl. Oh, it's warm in here, Dottie. It's warm in here, puppy dog. Oh, I got you. Nope, no. You don't need to bark. No barking. Dottie. Dottie. No. A little assistant for a little girl that's been in trouble today. Stop barking. I'm getting Dottie. All right, so here is the latest batch. Get a little light on that. You see how pumpkin that looks. But she likes it. And apparently pumpkin's really good for her digestion. And it looks like there's only maybe one more left. So that's what it looks like. And you see, there's going to be no hesitation at all. So that's only about maybe for tonight. So we go into the freezer here. And you see all these are frozen. So we'll stick that in there. And get it to thaw in the refrigerator. Because apparently it's not real good just to leave it out on the counter. That's no bueno. But I got 1, 2, 3, 4 more ready to go out of that 6-pound batch. And George, hey kitty, hey George. George has already had his breakfast. All right. Let's turn this thing around. And oh, the heat's coming on. Look at that. Oh, it feels so good. Well, it's 45 degrees, so it's gone up 6 or 7 degrees since I started on the walk, which was more than 30 minutes ago. So anyway, thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the walk with Dottie and I and Bob and little buddy. See you on the next one. I appreciate you.